I left Great Barrington today, 11:30. This first view. Getting a little bit higher, which is good. It's a nice day. It's going to get up to 83, but so there's no humidity, so it's nice. And there's a nice breeze up here. But kind of been walking through forest since 9:30. It's kind of weird that there's water on the guidebook, but all the notes say the water's dried up. So we will see how it goes. Oh, I should take my thing off, huh? Can't really see me. Can't really see me with this thing on, but the bugs are bad in the forest. So anyway, beautiful breeze up here. All right, I'm gonna go over here and get down. So Vermont is where I started this morning. It's basically 67 miles away. So I don't know how far I'm going to go today. I always look for the comments about whether the water's dried up and whether the mosquitoes are bad. So I may skip like the first three shelters. One shelter's coming up, it's too close. The second one's probably too close. Third one has bad mosquitoes. And the fourth was just a tent site. So we will see. But the water, comments said there's lots of water, so we'll see. All right, take care. Bye. Supposedly this is bear-infested woods. I think I'm going to scratch my plan to go to that one tent site because all the warnings about the bears, aggressive bears. It's one thing to see comments from hikers. It's another thing to read it from like official ridge runners and trail club members. And maybe even some game wardens. So they got, I guess the problem's so bad they have trail mounted action cameras up. And there's one note from a ranger that sighted a bear, same bear, cub mother with cubs just this month. But the warnings go back 2 years. So I think I'm going to just call it a short day, 12 miles, and go to the next shelter. They have bear problems, but not as much as the tent site, which is another, it would be, the shelter's 5.4 and the tent site was maybe 10 or something like that. So, and it looks like the tent site is in a marshy area with lots of mosquitoes and stuff. So I don't want that. So I'm just going to do the shelter. There's two shelters, a really old decrepit one, which is getting eaten by porcupines. And then a newer shelter, large shelter, with bunks. So I think I'm going to get a top bunk and set up my bug net in it. Keep the mosquitoes away. But yeah, we went through a hemlock forest, which is always thick with mosquitoes. So I just put another layer of deep woods off on. I'm trying to keep them away. Because I gotta watch my bites. I got bites, and hopefully that's not poison ivy again. It doesn't itch, but it does look like it. So I just threw away I had a tube of Benadryl I've been carrying forever. Topical Benadryl. I just threw it away this morning, trying to lighten up my utility drawer. I downsized this pack. I threw some stuff away this morning. I don't know how people hike with these super small packs, but they do. Would make it. I could do more mileage probably if I had a lighter pack. But once again, water looks scarce on this stretch. Heavily wooded. Bugs are bad. I'm out of the sun, so that's good. It's not really that humid, so that's good. Anyway, I will check in. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Whoa. I'm eating my breakfast. Anyway, this is my shelter. I'm packing up. Set my tent up here. It's got like a loft up there. Just tie stuff around. Made some coffee. It's already 6:15. It's all my crap. Not a bad shelter at all. No bears that I saw or heard. So I'm going to try to do more mileage today because I'm just so dragging anymore. It's nothing funny. I did maybe 12 miles yesterday, which is unacceptable. So I was hoping to get out earlier. I probably won't get out till 6:45. Anyway, I just have no energy. I don't think it's Lyme disease, but I just have no energy to hike anymore. And that's unacceptable. So I got some coffee going. Try to get some energy. All right, talk to you later. Bye. So here's the old Mount Wilcox shelter south. 1939, I believe it. So the newer one's much nicer. But you just got to admire the old school backpackers, thru hikers that did this shit. I mean, I think they were a tougher lot than us. I don't know. My opinion, my personal opinion. I mean, I can get to that. Oh man. So Appalachian Trail is so weird. Time and space. Anyway, I have no idea how far I'm going. See what my legs can do. I gotta push more mileage. Comment, that's the smallest bear box I've ever seen. I guess they probably carried it up here because they couldn't drop it or something. But this is a nice site, I have to say. Some tenting. Alright, gotta start hiking. Take care, everybody. Bye. So this is where my expectations and reality diverge. This is where I wanted to end yesterday. Shaker campsite. But I stopped short. I did just about 12 miles. And here it is, 9:45, and I started hiking out of the last shelter at 7 this morning. So 2 hours and 45 minutes just today to get where I wanted to end yesterday. So I stayed here. So I've hiked 6.3 miles in 2 hours and 45 minutes. This would be a nice place to stay, but I got to go further than that. Oh, God. And then the next place after that is some kind of hostel / something where I can get a room for $75, and it's past Goose Pond Cabin by another couple miles. And then if I don't go there, which I don't want to, I climb up a mountain another several miles to a nice shelter. It's exactly like the one I stayed at yesterday, but that would be, it was 19.5 miles about a mile ago. No, 0.6 miles ago. It was 19.5 miles. So I don't know if I can do that. And I'm sure the last 3 or 4 miles is up a big mountain. So that's where this hike is just taking forever. I don't know why I'm so damn slow. I'm walking as fast as I can. And today's been easy. This is easy mileage. You know, it all looks like this. I do have to climb that ridge over there probably as soon as I go through this little valley here, but I don't know. I don't know how people do 25 miles a day. I just don't know. We gotta be tougher. Or maybe start taking antibiotics because I do have Lyme's disease. I'm not sure. I don't have a fever. I don't have a rash. I think I'm just old and tired. Well, there's a nice little stream. Let me stop and get some fresh water here. Looks fairly mosquito free, so I won't get eaten alive while I refresh. All right, take care. Take a break. Slow my progress down even more. Oh, it's balls. All right. Bye-bye. God. I literally almost stepped on this damn thing. It was right there. I put my foot down and he took off. Jesus Christ, it scared the crap out of me. Get off the trail, you're an animal. Well, you are much prettier than the other porcupine that I saw. Okay. Jiminy crickets. You're just walking along, kind of in a zone, putting your foot down, and all of a sudden what you think is a rock starts to move, and then all these friggin' quills flare up at you. I mean, literally, I was a foot away from getting a quill in my shin. All right, I guess I'll pay attention to what I'm doing. Who knew the porcupines hike the Appalachian Trail? All right, take care, bye. And 5 minutes later, I just saw a bear after the porcupine. And he's up ahead there. So he came out of the woods, turned on the trail, and ran down the trail. So it was not a big bear, but let's see what we got up here. He was quiet too. Did not hear him, I just saw him. So it has been an eventful morning. I found a huge spider in my forearm, breaking spider webs. I'm not supposed to follow bears. I'm not really following the bear. I'm kind of hiking the trail. Is that him up there? Should have known for sure that he'd gone a different direction. But he ran on the trail ahead of me for a while. Alright, let me pause. As soon as I turn this off, I'll see him, I'm sure. But, hey bear, I know where you can get a juicy little porcupine. He's just back that way a little bit. I'll point him out to you. Go the opposite direction. All right. I think he's up there behind those rocks. I hear a bunch of something big up there. Anyway, I'm gonna go this way. Usually they don't go far off the trail. They stop and turn around. Whoops. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? A fucking sloth? It's another goddamn porcupine. Jesus H. I'm walking in a freaking zoo. Alright. I didn't know you guys could climb. Hell fuckers. You got a tail and everything. Alright, I'm coming. Whoa. Wonder how. Supposedly have a view of Mount Greylock in the distance. So, let's see. Holy crap. Oh, it's far away. That's it over there. You can see the tower. I can zoom in. You can see a freaking thing. There's a tower on top of it. So that's where I'm going tomorrow. Jesus, looks far away. All right. Sorry about that. I am 6 miles from, I think it's Dalton, Massachusetts. Got to go down and then 4 miles up at least to my campsite. So 10 miles left and it's 12:45. So I got a pretty good start of the day. I just ate my lunch, which is half a sub I packed out. Well, I saved from yesterday. I had Uber deliver me a cheeseburger not Uber. I had a pizza place deliver me a cheeseburger and 12-inch sub. Ate the cheeseburger for lunch, had half the sub for dinner last night, and packed out the other half for lunch. It's okay, it wasn't great. All in all, I've not had good food for a long time. These local places are a big disappointment. The pizza more or less sucked. I mean, more or less really bad pizza. Jesus. This is going all the way back to like Pennsylvania. Ooh. Not very good subs. So, I don't know what's going on, man. I hope it gets better. Anyway, I gotta get hiking. Bite. Here's the trail. No porcupines. Porcupine free zone. All right, bye. So I just noticed, I've been seeing it, but I just noticed that these nice birch trees are becoming more abundant as I hike north. And I like these suckers. Pretty trees. I'm on some kind of rocky outcropping on top of a hill. And I'm heading down into Cheshire, Massachusetts. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something. Anyway, I'm going to try to go to Dollar General, get some food. I'm going to hike up Mount Greylock, which I can't see from here. Another 6-7 miles away, I think, and see what happens up there. There's a shelter after it a couple miles down from the summit, but that would only be a 15.5 mile day. I really want to get into Vermont, but Vermont is like 19 miles or something, and the first shelter after that would make for a 25-mile day. So I don't know, I have to look and see how much elevation there is and stuff. And then it seems like there's no town, so I'm going to go through Cheshire and then another town after Greylock when I descend, if I descend today all the way down. This is all kind of irrelevant, but after North Adams, or whatever the town is after Greylock, doesn't appear to have any. There doesn't appear to be any big towns for resupply until like 3 days or something in Vermont. Depends how far I hike, I guess, each day, but still. So still without a fuel canister. So I'm just kind of eating cold stuff. See what happens. I'll check in later and let you know. As usual, there's never an easy entry into a town. You always have to descend. It seems like the AT takes you up as high as they possibly can, just to bring you right back down to descend into a town. There's no, I mean, it's a pattern I've seen for a long time. No rhyme or reason to it, other than they just suddenly get view obsessed. They get something to their minds and go hell for glory to bring the trail to it. Pretty little town. Cheshire, Massachusetts. Oh my God. There is Mount Greylock summit. You see the tower. So yikes. Gonna have to probably climb up there. It's got some knobby peaks. Okay. Beautiful day. It's like, it was 45 degrees this morning. When I checked, it might have got colder than that. That was like at 6 o'clock. Alright, let's see. Going to town, see what kind of trouble I can get into. Alright, bye. I seem to have lost the Appalachian Trail in this little hemlock forest thing up here. Let me see. I don't see a blaze anywhere. Ouch. Haven't seen a blaze in a while. Oh man. Alright, I gotta find it. Bye. Looks like the Baskin Lodge is closed. Why am I not surprised? These mountains over there, holy cow. So this is the top of Mount Greylock. People are wearing masks, stepping off the trail. The insanity continues. Stay home if you're so worried. Anyway. Try to get a view up here. It's an interesting colored dog. Alright. Just come out of the basement, I think. Covered up the telescopes. These are too dangerous to use. So and started at Crystal Mountain campsite, hiked up and down and up to Greylock, Mount Greylock, where I am now. Then I have to hike. Holy crap, look at that. I think I'm just going to this shelter here. Where's my finger? Oh, that's not it. Must be this shelter here. Which means go down. Because if I go to the next shelter, I gotta go down the mountain and back up here. Up to here. A little stink bug on me. Sure. So that's too much. That's too much for today. I'm just gonna have lunch and go down to the shelter and take my time. All right, bye. Wilbur Clearing Campsite and Shelter. Shelters down there. Water's down there, fire pit. A lot of these tent sites, call them tent pads. I probably should have gone into shelters. No bunks though, just floor. And just because I think it's going to be windy up here and cold. But I got my messy little thing going. Ingenious stringing. I'm going to let the sunset come through that window, so I may open that up. So, kind of away a little bit from the critters. Critters can only get me from one direction. Alright. Tomorrow, Vermont. I got to go through some town, a couple miles, and then climb up some mountain, and then before lunch I'll be in Vermont. Depends how long I screw around this little town. If I get coffee and something, that'd be great. I don't see any gas stations right there on the trail, so I'll probably just go right into Vermont. All right, bye. Appalachian Trail. This is some kind of side trail, but it's got a great view. Must be, I want to say North Adams, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what town that is, but I'm probably going to stop in there for a cup of coffee and quick resupply before I head out, maybe up there. Gotta go over Stratton Mountain. See if I can see it. Stratton Mountain ski resort somewhere. Doing about 18 miles today, so I don't know where I'm gonna end. Not sure where I'm gonna end up today. That's a pretty sight. Cool. It's cold. I really kicked myself. I got rid of my mid-layer fleece. My mid-layer wool, smart wool. Stupid. I'm freezing. All right, gonna get some hiking done. Talk to you later. Bye. So I'm in between North Adams and Williamston, Massachusetts. Went to the Shop and Save to get some stuff and put my backpack in the cart. That's it. I'm gonna try to eat a little something here. They had no prepared breakfast sandwiches, no hot coffee. So that sucks. But anyway, I came to this picnic table to eat, and I saw this graffiti. I think I know exactly who this person is. She's been writing this on every shelter since Springer Mountain, Georgia. So obviously they stopped here. A pair of them, a pair of delinquents, juvenile delinquents. Anyway, I think that's funny. Small world. All right, take care. Bye. I have to film this. So far, super disappointed in Vermont and the long trail, the mythical, romanticized long trail. It is a bunch of scrub, overgrown. Actually, we'll get to the ugly part again, but super disappointed. It has got to be one of the ugliest stretches of trail I've been on, next to northern Pennsylvania and parts of Connecticut. Basically, it's like this. I've been hiking for 5 miles through this crap. Just overgrown jungle. I was so spoiled by Greylock Forest God, that was beautiful. The balsam firs, poplars. This is a huge disappointment. So I'm just doing this to show the people that always want to talk about the AT. So they can see I'm not bullshitting. But I hope Vermont gets better than this, because this is crap. I don't want to do 200 miles of this stuff. This really brings me down. Alright, so just so people know what I'm complaining about. As far as I'm concerned, you can skip whole sections of the AT. It's not worth the through hike, in my opinion. It's not worth 6 months of your life to just go mile after mile through crap like this, no view. I don't think the Vermont campsites, shelters are going to be as nice as the what I saw in Massachusetts. They did have first class shelters and campsites. I got spoiled with those. But we'll see. I'm going to commit this to memory and to permanent file that I used to think imagine how beautiful the Long Trail is. And had I known, I never would have wasted time thinking about hiking it. Alright, that's my rant for the day. Bye. So here I am. Could be the end. Most likely is the end of my through hike. Who would have thought? Yeah, so I'm trying to get, I can't rent in Vermont. They just flat out refused. Didn't even bring up the waiver thing. New Hampshire, you got to sign a waiver. It just started today. Phase 2. Reopening for COVID. Sign a waiver that you've home quarantined for 2 weeks. 14 days at your home prior to coming to the state. So that's 2 states. That's 138 miles across Vermont to New Hampshire, and then probably 100 miles or so across New Hampshire. Really rugged terrain. I don't know where I'd go in. I would definitely go in Hanover. I was planning on it. You know, there's no restaurants open. There's no places to charge. Can't sit down inside anywhere. So I was totally surprised that this far up north, away from the COVID, that they still had these kind of concerns. So here I am sitting around waiting. Oh yeah, so my Uber, I called at the top of the mountain, and he flat out refused to come pick me up. He said he wasn't going to wait 1.8 miles to get me to get down here, and he said call sooner. I was like, but there's no cell phone service down here. And he's like, well, I just can't, put off my other customers for you. And I'm like, whatever. I'll wait for an hour. I'll be here at, if I say I'm at 11, will you come at 11? I'll be here for sure at 11. So it's 10:07. I've been here for about 15 minutes already. And he said he'd try to do it. So there's no guarantee. In Bennington, Vermont, it's like 5 miles down that road. So there's no cell phone reception here. This is it's getting logistically unworkable. But I'm trying to get this Uber to take me to Albany, because that's the closest Amtrak station, to get a train into DC. If I can't, I'm gonna try to buy a ticket
as we drive, when I get reception to Albany, if I can't get a train out today, then I'll have to book an expensive hotel in Albany, downtown, and get a train ticket for tomorrow. So I'll check in and let you know. But yeah, this is an inglorious end to a thru hike. I may, I theoretically can suspend it for a year and come back and pick it up when things quiet down. I definitely wanted to see the whites of New Hampshire. No love for Vermont at all. I won't miss Vermont. And if Maine looks like Vermont, I'll pass on that too. So who knows? I'll check in. I'm in better spirits. All right, bye.